If you're looking to travel Australia or maybe move here on a working holiday visa, you, my friend, have clicked on the right video. Hi, my name is Dane. I moved to Australia last year on a working holiday visa. I'm off on a 1-month adventure around various parts of Australia, so I thought this is the perfect time to show you guys a packing guide. You might think when you come to Australia, you're just gonna need a pair of board shorts and a t-shirt. You are wrong, my friend. Australia does get a bit chilly, especially in the winter time, and especially to parts of Australia that we will be visiting in the next few weeks. This video is a bit of a long one, but I promise you it will be very informative and there might be some items that you may not think to bring to Australia. So grab a cup of coffee, sit down, relax, and watch me pack my life up into one suitcase. Before we do any packing, there's one thing that you literally should not travel without. And that brings me to the partner of this video, Safety Wing. When I left the UK to start my round the world adventure, which later led me to move to Australia, I really struggled to find a travel insurance that fit my new lifestyle of country hopping and digital nomading. That's when I came across Safety Wing. Safety Wing is a subscription-based travel medical insurance that can provide you with global coverage to travel the world. You may think, but do I really need travel insurance? This is a question travelers often ask themselves. But as a traveler, your life is now more unpredictable than ever. So say you get injured or an airline loses your luggage, you need to make sure that you're covered. That's where Safety Wing comes in. For as little as $1.60 US per day, you can have peace of mind that you can travel to your heart's content, knowing that you are covered in the event that something happens. I will leave a link down below in the description box so you can find out more about Safety Wing. A big thank you to Safety Wing for partnering with me on this video. Now, let's get to packing. First thing you're gonna need, luggage. There is a big old debate, suitcase versus backpack. Personally, I have traveled with carry-on, big suitcase, medium suitcase, backpack, 2 backpacks. I've done it all. You name it, I've done it all. And personally, I find the best setup for Western countries is a medium-sized suitcase with a backpack that can be used as a carry-on, especially when coming to Australia. Now, when I first came to Australia in 2020, I backpacked the East Coast. I did the whole backpack thing. I was walking around like 40-degree heat with a bag strapped to my back, a bag strapped to the front. It was ridiculous. And actually, you don't need to do that. This is just my personal opinion. You might think differently. When we think about backpacking, we automatically assume we need a backpack. You sort of think you're going to be climbing over treacherous mountains with a backpack, therefore you can't have a suitcase on wheels because it's just not practical. And actually, that's kind of false. If you think about it, Australia is a westernized country. There is pavement, sidewalks, pathways. So personally, I find that a suitcase helps me keep everything organized. When I have a backpack, I do like backpacking with a backpack, but when I have a backpack, I lose everything because there's so many pockets and compartments that I just lose shit. As well as having my suitcase, I keep my life organized with these convenient little travel cubes. So I just essentially have everything in bags. I usually have my clothes on one side and then all my other items on the other side. So personally, if you are just coming to Australia, do not bring a backpack. You will regret it for the reasons of it's just really hot. And I don't know about you, but I feel like, you know, you're always gonna have a day pack. So that's always gonna be on your front if you've got a backpack. And just having 2 backpacks, walking around in the heat is not a vibe. I specifically remember a moment when I was in Brisbane and I think I walked to the train station, you know, 15-minute walk maybe. I got on the train with a backpack and then my day pack. I was dripping with sweat because it was like 35 degrees. I was dripping. Whereas I thought, do you know, if I had a backpack much lighter and then if I just wheeled my suitcase along, I would not be this sweaty right now. So completely up to you. I would say pack however you want to pack and do what you feel you're most comfortable with. Don't feel like you need to have a suitcase. Don't feel like you need to do a backpack. Just do whatever you're comfortable with. Personally, I feel like I'm an experienced traveler and I've traveled with both and I know what I prefer in some countries versus other countries. Say tomorrow I was going to Brazil or Colombia, I'd probably be like, right, this is appropriate for a backpack. Australia, you don't need a backpack. You really don't. Unpopular opinion, I don't think you need a backpack. So please don't go for me in the comments. So let's get into packing. So this is my suitcase. It's 63 litres. I bought it in the UK and it liked that it has a lock on the side. So what I usually do is keep my clothes in this side, zip it up, and then I keep everything else in this side. Helps me stay mega organized. This portion of the video will look different for everyone. So because I'm a guy, I don't pack many toiletries compared to a girl. I don't have makeup and loads of other things. So I would say my toiletry setup is very minimal. I'm just going to go through everything that I bring. So we start off with a toiletry bag. Now this is quite a large one. I find it can fit everything in. It's definitely worth investing in a good toiletry bag that has lots of zip. This has inside pockets and a zip on the front. So usually I put my contact lenses in there, but I'm just waiting for them to arrive. First up is sun cream. So I always go for Hawaiian Tropic, and I always carry just like a smaller one just for like a day bag. And then I have this one that I can put on in the morning over my whole body. When I'm at home, I use a face wash, but when I'm on the road, I use the Garnier Miscellaneous, I can't even say that word, water with the pads. And I just find this is really good because I can just clean my face wherever. And if I need to like clean other things as well, this is just good to have. Next up is my electric shaver. I feel like a bougie person with an electric toothbrush, but I feel like it's just one of my essentials that just makes me feel good when I'm away. So I've got my Oral-B toothbrush and charger. So I've got a few random little items. I've got this mini hairbrush, which my sister bought me like 4 years ago. Cute. Then I have some hair bands and one of those plastic ones that stops you getting kinks in your hair. And then I have a lip balm, again with SPF in because we don't want burnt lips. And I have some eye drops because I have very sensitive eyes. I'm not that into skincare, like I feel like I'm at like a basic level, I don't know. But I use the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hyaluronic Acid. Sounds very fancy. It's not really fancy, I just have really sensitive skin. I find these ones don't mess my skin up. So I have the night cream, the day cream. I have no idea what the difference is, but I just have one for the day and night, and I just find it just feels nice on my skin. Then I have the Do It. So if you're coming to Australia, pick up the Do It. I don't know about you guys, this is like a really big TMI. I get like cracked, dry heels from wearing sandals all the time, and Do It is amazing at fixing that. Then I have some body wash. This is one of my favorite travel hacks ever. So you're in the sun all day, maybe you're sunbathing at the beach, your skin gets a little red, you get a little tan, you need to moisturize your skin. Use body oil. I use this Palmer's coconut oil. It smells amazing. So like after a day in the sun, go and have a shower and then just like lather your body in oil and your skin will just feel very sexy. And we have conditioner and shampoo. Because I'm only going away for a month, this will last me. If I was going away for longer, I would probably have a bigger bottle in a separate bag, but I wash my hair once a week, so I don't need much. Then I have some deodorant. I don't use aerosol, I just use this one because it's nice and tiny. And then obviously we want to keep our teeth clean. So we have some Oral-B toothpaste. This is a godsend for my hair, especially going in and out of the water all the time. My hair like died when I started traveling because just being in and out of the water all the time. So I use Moroccan argan oil. I don't know. So, but it's really good on my hair. Then we have 3 more items. We have a razor just to get the little edges, make it nice and clean. And then some clippers, some toenail nail clippers. And lastly, some dental floss. If you ain't flossing, what the hell are you doing? And that, my friends, is everything I carry toiletry-wise for a month. Ah, there's the toothbrush. That is like the worst. You know when you're in the airport and your toothbrush just starts going off? Like it's not a vibrator, I swear. If you're moving to Australia, I feel like this is a perfect packing video for you because I'm about to embark on a really big trip. So I'm going to be going from Perth all the way to Darwin. So we're going to be going through cities, deserts, national parks, beaches, and pretty much everything else that Australia has to offer. There's going to be both climates. It's currently winter right now, but it's very hot in the northern part of Australia. I've been in Australia for 18 months now. I've traveled a lot of it, and there's a few things that might surprise you that you probably wouldn't think to need in Australia because, let's be honest, I didn't. So I have a small packing cube for my underwear, and then I have a medium packing cube for my shorts and t-shirts. And believe it or not, I always manage to get my whole wardrobe in both of these packing cubes. My personal rule of thumb when I travel is pack enough clothes that will last you for 1 week. So that's like 7 pairs of socks, 7 pairs of underwear, 7 tops, maybe an extra one here and there. But you will honestly, especially if you're moving here, you will pick things up. There's really cool shops here that I like. So I'm just gonna go through everything that we've got. I'm gonna start with underwear because that's boring and then we can get to the most exciting part. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 packing socks, 5, 6. This is probably like the worst packing you'll ever see in your life. So I put all my underwear in here. So the great thing about this packing cube is, so you see it's like this. These are compressible packing cubes. So they go even smaller, which in turn saves on space. And I love packing cubes because everything is so organized. Like, how is all my underwear and socks in this for 1 week? Amazing. And then I'm gonna go onto the medium-sized packing cube, which will hold all my other things. I feel like if you're watching this video and you usually go on holiday, maybe you've never done a backpacker trip before, you'll probably be thinking, this guy is not packing a lot. But trust me, you will not want to pack a lot of stuff when you are traveling. So I'm gonna start with the pants or shorts or whatever. So guys out there, or even ladies, these are the best things for travel ever. Linen pants. They're light, they don't smell, and you can wear them in the daytime at the beach. You can wear them as a nice evening thing. And honestly, they're so comfortable. I feel like I'm wearing my pajamas when I'm going out. 1 pair of denim shorts, because you know, just that beach life. I have 1 pair of green pants or trousers. I literally say that word interchangeably because that's what they call them over here. And this is what happens when you live with Australians. So I have these, but I'm gonna keep these separate because I'm gonna wear these to the airport and I'm spending a few days in Perth when I arrive. I am someone that chafes. So because I chafe, I wear Speedos. Very comfortable. I feel like they're very popular with the Aussies out here. So I'm gonna pack my Speedos. I often get reached out by brands and they want to send me things, and most of the time I'm like, no, I would never wear that, or I don't want to work with that company. However, a great company in Australia called 7 Seas, they were nice enough. They saw all my Western Australia content and they were like, Dane, we want to send you some stuff. And I was like, do you know what? Your products are all about sustainability. They're all made from recycled materials. So I was like, go ahead. So I already tried these on the other day and they are so comfortable. I think I'll just wear these as like lounging shorts. So they sent me a few pairs, but I'm just gonna bring these 2. And then another rule of thumb that I always follow, always bring 1 nice shirt. This is a linen navy shirt. If I happen to go out for a nice dinner or maybe go out or something, I like to just have at least 1 nice shirt. And then we've got t-shirts. So I'm not like a style person or whatever they want to call it, fashionista. So I am gonna bring 7 of my favorites and only tops that I have. Fun fact about me, I had a terrible laundry incident whilst backpacking Costa Rica. I gave this woman all my clothes and she gave them all back to me and they were blue, like everything blue. So when I arrived in Australia, I shit you not, I had about 3 tops and it just wasn't really the vibe that I was after at that point in my life. You know, you just moved to a new country. Hi, I'm here, I have no clothes. So this is all my shorts and t-shirts for a whole month. So we've got 7 tops in there, a few pairs of shorts and my linen pants. And as you can see, I'm just gonna zip this bad boy up. See, this is got a bit of wear and tear on it, like that. So right now, you're possibly thinking, Dane, how is this gonna get even smaller? Trust me, I'm gonna do it. I will do it. Oh my God. This is like a WWE wrestling match. Oh my God. So this is pretty much all my main clothes. So we've got underwear, pants and stuff in here. Then there's a few more things that we're gonna pack. So we are on the home stretch in terms of clothes. So the next thing that I'm gonna bring that you're probably thinking, why are you bringing that? You're in Australia. It is cold in Australia and especially in the Outback. I recently went to the Northern Territory, which is a place I'm going to on this trip. And we did some hikes in the morning and it was 0 degrees. So I like this, it's like a woolen cardigan. It's just like my comfy thing. So these items I don't generally put in my travel cubes because I like to have them like easy accessible. So I just like pop them in the top of my suitcase. So usually I would only bring 1 pair of pajamas, but so the context of my trip is I'm going to Perth to stay with my family for a few days. And then I'm going on a 10-day trip then I've got 5 nights in the middle in Broome, and then I'm going on another 10 days. So I actually kind of need to bring enough clothes to last me 10 days at a time, which is not my usual style. Normally I would bring 1 pair of pajamas and maybe like 2 pajama tops. So I have these adorable little pajamas that I absolutely love. One thing you will need to do when you start traveling and backpacking, especially moving to Australia, bring things that make you feel good and comfortable. These are my ultimate granddad living my best life pajamas. And I do not care what anyone thinks. I will sit in my freaking pajamas and drink my tea and be happy. So I've got 2 pairs of pajamas. So this next item, you're probably thinking again, why are you bringing this? You're in Australia. Australia does actually get cold. So I have a light puffer jacket. I'm gonna show you a little party trick. So I'm also bringing a pillowcase, which if you're moving here, you don't need to bring one. This is just a specific item for this trip. So because I'm gonna be sleeping outside and I'm gonna be camping, what I'm gonna do is put my coat inside the pillowcase and use it as a lovely pillow. Next thing is a cap, just to look cool. It's my little gander cap. And another essential, which I didn't think I'd love, a beanie. I freaking love beanies now, especially at night whilst camping and sleeping outside. If it's too cold, then I'll just put my beanie on, because I will be literally sleeping outside with my face outside exposed to whatever is out there. Bam. This trip that I'm about to go on, there is a lot of hiking, so I'm bringing some active wear, which I would always bring because I like to go to the gym. So I've got two vests, which are good if you're going hiking in colder temperatures, because you can put this underneath and then put a t-shirt on top, and then you can just take off the t-shirt if you get too hot. And these, again, nice and small, so that is perfect. I've got these just comfy little shorts that are just way too short. It's like wearing underwear out, but hey. And then I've got some gym shorts, and the new addition, which I freaking love, are my Kathmandu hiking pants. I've only ever really owned linen pants, and then when I first went on a hiking trip, I was like, I can't really wear linen pants on a hiking trip. So I bought these Kathmandu pants, and they're so light, they're tiny, like they just fold up really nice and small. So that is it for the clothes portion of this video. Now let's go on to random items that I like to bring. Now I'm gonna share with you some other random items that you probably didn't think of. So if you've ever done a backpacking trip, or you've been to Thailand, or you've backpacked anywhere, you will know about this traumatizing little product. If you don't, consider yourself lucky. Let me introduce you to the microfiber quick dry towel, otherwise known as smelly scummy towel. Forget that. Don't ever buy one of those. The reasons why, okay, yeah, they say they're quick dry. They actually take ages to dry and they just smell. So I actually invested a bit more money, like maybe double the price of those towels, in some nicer quick dry towels. So I would always recommend bringing 2 towels on any trip you go to. 1 towel for the beach and another towel for, you know, drying your body. Because if you stay in hostels, they don't really provide towels. So this one is a quick dry towel, and it actually is quick dry. It's nice and it doesn't take up a lot of space. So it is a bit more thicker than your normal quick dry towels, but it just makes my life a bit more comfortable, because I feel like I actually dry myself properly. Whereas with the microfiber towel, you dry yourself and you almost just like rubbing the water off. It's just not a vibe. So yeah, goes nice and small, smells nice, doesn't go smelly. And then the other thing I spent about $50 on this, and it's been the best thing I've ever bought. This is a quick dry, sand resistant Turkish cotton towel. Now, if I find this one exactly, I will leave it down in the comments below, because honestly, you get sand on it, you just go like that, all the sand is gone, and it dries in like an hour. So this, again, this folds up really small. Oh, I've got like 2 green towels, that's very nice. And they have like cool funky patterns as well. So, you know, you won't get your towels mixed up at the beach. So always recommend 2 towels when you're traveling. Next item is a cute little film camera. I feel like I've probably got so many cameras, but this is one of my favorite. I got it from a thrift store. It was about $50, and I put some film in there, put some batteries in there. I like to capture those unfiltered, candid moments. So I'll be in the middle of some random place, take a picture, and it's like obviously got the flash and it's a film camera, And then a few months later, I'll get it developed, and I get so emotional because I'm like, that was the best trip ever. So this is something I always take on my trips with me. And I've really got into that the last year because I feel like, you know, as much as I like taking nice pictures, I like to get the candids. Okay, next thing, do not laugh at me. If you're English, you probably agree with me. I bring tea bags everywhere I go. So I've got a little sandwich bag here to keep them nice and dry. And I like being the tea guy because people are like, why have you got tea with you? That's really weird. And I'm like, do you want a cup of tea? And they're like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, there you go. You didn't think about it. You know, you sat by a campfire in a hostel. Tea is a conversation starter. And I just freaking love tea. I'm English. It's in my bones. So we've got some Yorkshire tea bags and some Twinings Pure Peppermint, my 2 favorite tea bags. So there's a lot in there. There's a lot in there. I think this should keep me going for the next month. But anywhere I go, I will not pack my suitcase without these in. Okay, next thing, I have got into reading this past year because, you know, I'm edging towards 30 and I'm trying to broaden my horizons, kind of. So I always bring a book with me traveling at the moment. So I'm reading Outlive, The Science and Art of Longevity by David Attia. Really interesting. It's about 400 pages long, so this will keep me going for the next month. I usually try and have like some sort of educational book and some sort of storybook. I'll probably pick up another book whilst I'm in Perth, and then I've got 2 books to read. Next thing is a keep cup that I literally have everywhere I go. Now you might think this is really extra to have this, but it's not, because when I'm going to be camping, I've got my own cup for drinks, for teas, for coffees. I'm really keen on these sustainable coffee cups because in Australia alone, 1 billion coffee cups goes to landfill every year. Coffee cups are not recyclable. Therefore, they just go in the bin and then to landfill. So I'm just doing my part, and I really love having this keep cup. So yeah, it's a bit of extra space, but it's just one of those items that I really like having. Next item is my head torch. Now this again is a very niche camping item. And I always thought, but I've got a flashlight on my phone. I'm gonna put you in the moment. It's 5 a.m, you wanna make a cup of tea. You go like this. You go like this. I don't need to charge it. So you can go like this, and instead of holding your phone, you have a flashlight to actually make the tea, make your breakfast in the dark, because there's gonna be a lot of moments where it's gonna be really dark. So I noticed a few people on my Uluru trip had a head torch, and I thought, do you know what? I'm just gonna get one, and I'm gonna use it, and I'm excited to use it. So at some point in this trip, I am staying in a hostel, so I have my trusty padlock. This is more of a heavy duty one. I'll try and link it down below if I can find it. Bought it a few years on Amazon and it works perfectly. So if you're staying in hostels, always try and find a hostel that has a security locker to put your valuables in. Next up is a tote bag. Now I always bring 2 extra bags with me. One is a bum bag just for when I'm hiking or at the airport. I can like put my passport and like other important things in my bum bag. And then I always bring a tote bag with me, sunglasses, and then I always carry a couple of pens as well, because you never know when you're gonna need pens. An absolute essential if you're backpacking or even staying in a hostel is these little earbud things. They just go in your ear and it just provides you with a nicer sleep if you get stuck in a room with someone that snores like a crazy person. Yeah, so that's all my random miscellaneous items. And then I have a pair of cheap Birkenstocks because I know that I'll get ruined. I have some trail running, hiking trainers. So I wear these to the gym, but I can also wear these hiking as well. And then I just have a pair of like everyday trainers. And then what I'll do is I'll bring 2 plastic bags, one to put my trainers in so that I can put them in my suitcase and they won't touch my clean clothes. And then I bring another plastic bag to put my laundry in. So last random but niche item is this snorkel. So you're probably thinking, Dane, do I really need a snorkel? My justification for actually buying a snorkel for this trip, first of all, it's actually very small. So I can just put that nicely in my bag. I've never really had to buy a snorkel, but on this particular trip, I want to be able to snorkel all along the coast because, you know, Ningaloo Reef, Rottnest Island, Western Australia beaches, beautiful. So I thought, do you know what, if I just spend $50 on a snorkel now, I won't have to pay like $20 each time I want to rent one. And again, no one else has touched it. So I feel like this is a good move. Wouldn't normally buy this while traveling. So yeah, those are just my miscellaneous items that I bring traveling. Now I'm going to take you onto the tech. First up, we have my DJI Mavic Mini 2 drone. I really like this drone because it's literally the size of my hand, which is great. And then I have some spare batteries as well. This is my absolute favorite travel adapter. So it is the iBlock Cube. I'll link this down below as well. And I like it because it has 4 USBs at the bottom, a USB-C on the side, and then I can plug other things in there. And it pretty much has every single country that you want to travel to. So yeah, this is one of my favorite travel adapters. This is a tech travel type wire case. It's got lots of different pockets and segments here, and then I can just fold that up. This will hold my chargers, wires, random spare batteries, that can all go in there. And then I have this GoPro pole stick as well to get some different angles. You guys have probably seen that. And then this is my Rode Go 2 mic that I'm wearing. So it's a wireless mic that you use to connect to my camera and my phone. I have 3 in total batteries for my Sony camera. And then I've got the charger case there. And then these are, again, an essential that I love, especially for traveling, is my Bose noise cancelling headphones. Hostels, airport blocks any sound, which is perfect because it could be loud. Travel can be loud. And then I have a smashed up GoPro Hero 8 and a spare battery. And then this is another GoPro accessory that I absolutely love. It's the Telsin Dome. Now this can get really cool shots underwater, and it can get the split shots with capturing underwater and above water. So I'll put some examples in here, but I absolutely love this. This was from Amazon. And then I just have a small handheld tripod, a camera cleaner, a microfiber cloth for my camera to clean that, a memory card holder. So this has got about 8 different types of memory cards in, a memory card reader to transfer my footage to my Lacy hard drive. And then this, I've had this for years and I love it. It's a power bank. It's a heavy duty one. So this can actually charge my phone about 10 times. It can charge my drone batteries. It can charge my camera batteries. It's really powerful, but it is heavier than your normal power bank. So this is going to be great for camping. Everything I film on this channel, I use a Sony a7 III with a Tamron lens, the 17-28. And then I have a prime lens, which is my Sony 50mm G Master. And I absolutely love this lens. It's the 1.4, and I just find that things come out very crisp. I also bring a tripod with me most of the time because I mostly solo travel, and that is currently holding up my camera, so I can't show you right now, but this is all my tech. So now everything's packed, I'm gonna show you how I do it. So we have all my clothes there. Easy, job done. And then I'll pack that there. The reason I like travel cubes is it keeps it accessible. Like I can just have my underwear there, my other stuff here. So I'll put my hiking stuff at the top, and then I'll just pop my pajamas down there. So as you can see, everything is packed all nice and neatly here. And then I'm just gonna put my towels on top. Now that's all packed, I'm just gonna zip this up. Cool, and this is why I love having a suitcase, because like random shit in there, clothes in there, job done. Honestly, bags are gonna be your best friend. So this is just like a random bag I have, and I'm gonna put my random items in there, such as my padlock. Then I've got my pen, my head torch, my tea bags, my random film camera. Then all my random items are protected, and it's nice and accessible. I know that it's just in that bag, so I'll put that there. Then I've just put my hiking trainers in the bag there. I'm gonna pop my snorkel there. These sandals can just go at the side there. I will bring my keep cup in my travel bag. And then I'm gonna put my coat there. This is very rough packing. And then I'll probably just plonk my towel here. So the only piece of tech that I will put in this is my GoPro dome, just because it's a little bit too big. So that will just place nice and easy there. This just feels more organized and easier for me to manage. As I said before, I'm the type of person that loses things. And when I traveled with a backpack, I lost so many things. So I'm just gonna plonk that over. Before you think that scumbag has got his suitcase on the bed, I actually washed this whole suitcase because it was a little dirty, because I've just put fresh bed sheets on, so I wouldn't do it otherwise. But yeah, I'm not gonna show you packing my camera bag because I feel like that's just kind of boring. But yeah, this is my setup. I'm all ready to go to the airport. So I've got my medium size 60-litre suitcase, and then I have my Wandered 33-litre backpack, which will hold my camera and all the other random tech stuff that I showed you. I am all ready to go to the airport in a few days' time, so I hope you have found this video incredibly useful. I've actually really enjoyed making this video because I've actually really thought about what do you even need to bring to Australia, especially on a working holiday visa. And one of my biggest pieces of advice that I would tell you is bring things that you will feel comfortable in. Doesn't matter if people are like, bring minimal stuff. You might say that I brought minimal stuff. I think I've actually brought quite a lot of stuff, but these are the things that I like to travel with. These are the things that I find practical and find comfortable. Obviously, we had some niche items in there like the head torch, the snorkel. You don't need those things unless you're going to be camping all the time. Thanks again to Safety Wing for partnering with me on this video. I'll leave a link down below so you guys can check them out if you're looking for some travel medical insurance before you come to Australia. Make sure you hit subscribe down below for more Aussie content. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it, so I'm gonna go relax now because I feel like I've just packed and that was actually kind of tiresome. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Take care and peace out.